Hello guys and welcome to episode 2 of the Arsenal career mode. Today we have a lot of games to play, actually 3. We have the Aston Villa game, we have the Brighton game, and we have the North London derby against Tottenham. In the previous episode we played the game against Wolves. We had a really nice win, a 3-0 win against the Wolverhampton Wanderers. It was a great performance from the lads. Bukayo Saka scored twice and I think is now currently part of the top scorers list, behind Anthony, who scored 3 times for Manchester United in their 5-1 win against Fulham. But Bukayo Saka's 3 goals were enough for us. 2 goals were enough for him there, and also Kai Havertz scoring once in a 3-0 win. It was great. League table wise, we are currently second on goal difference. Manchester United have a goal difference of 4. We have 3 not yet conceded, and I think that's a really good start to the season. Things are also getting there. Team rating wise, we are still second behind Manchester City. Even after that win, things are also getting there. The best rated players, Saliba. You can look at a lot of stats in this game. I really like the way you can look at statistics in this particular game. But now we have matches to play. We have a game against Aston Villa, Brighton, and Tottenham Hotspur to play. Since the games are quite long, I won't waste time with a lot of things and also with a lot of stuff, but I saw something about the infrastructure and club facilities that looks nice. Look at this looks like a modded version of the Emirates Stadium. They've added those strands so that it just looks more Emirates like. We have like the reserve stadium here, we have the youth stadium here. Over here we have the training center. That's the training pitches. These are the building office, club center, a lot of things, huge levels, builders yard. There's a lot in this game. I really actually love it. It actually looks nice, just everything. The club center, you can increase it if you want to, but I actually can't extend it because the stadium infrastructure, I'm not the one handling it. Even there is a you can create infrastructure for matches or a match type. Let's say you have a sold out match or a high attendance, solid attendance, low attendance. You can increase or decrease the catering. You can increase or decrease the match day program, the locker rooms. Also you can increase the public transport, and it has costs. That's why it costs. There's something it costs per match. So a club is not always something that is full of just profits and everything else. So today we have 3 games to play. Let's get into them. First of all, let's look at the team sheets, where I still have a problem with Gabriel. I don't know why Gabriel is still out of the club, telling me that he is on vacation. Did he get injured? Come here and look at his status. He is on vacation. What happened to this guy? Did he get injured or something? I don't know. The player development tool for him is just dropping. Estimated user estimated, it is dropping. I wonder why this guy is not here in the club for a new center back in January. A center back at 83 rated, man. Just look at the level that this guy is in, and he's missing from the squad. Saliba is 88 rated, Timber is 79 rated, that's okay. White is 85, Calfuri is 78. Everyone is okay, yes, but I don't know why Gabriel is out of the squad. I really need him back as soon as possible. Zinchenko at left back is 80 rated, preferred over Calafiori, so I'm going to play Zinchenko a little bit. I don't know how they do the ratings, but I think I'm going to try to do Zinchenko a little bit of mercy in this game, give him some little game time. Anyone else on this outside the squad who might want to pull in? No one else. I still haven't had any recent injuries. The squad is still full, the squad is still fit, the energy levels are okay, as you can see. So this team is up to date, and I think going into this Aston Villa match, we are definitely favorites unless something awkward happens to the whole squad. Scouting wise, the software has been giving me a lot of information back, has been giving me a lot of returns. I am doing some youth scouting all round too, and also I've added some few players on the short list, the likes of Batista Mendy, who is at Trabzonspor, 72 rated defensive midfielder, still young, 24 years of age. I think he can increase and can also be a nice backup in case anything happens. I also have the likes of Felix Agu from Werder Bremen, 71 rated, 24 years old. He's a left back / right back, can play on either wings, either as a wing back or a left or right midfielder, but he is perfect on the right. We also have Kevin Pristo from Defensor Sporting, 70 He's actually 61 rated as a right wing, 21 years of age. I don't even know why I have him on my short list. I think I'm going to remove him there. And then we have Victor Boniface from Bayer Leverkusen to 81 rated striker. You know the problems Arsenal is facing in striking department. I'm preparing myself for that, but in game we are still okay with the likes of Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus. Though there's a little bit of preparation we have to do, and I'm going to remove Kevin Prieto from that shortlist. The youth team, I still don't know how to add the mentoring thing. That some players have their last years in the youth team. They will need to be promoted or be sold as of next season, so things are going to be quite difficult. These ones, they will be promoted to the youth team for next season, so I'll have a lot of deals to make. I'll have a lot of things to do. We have risen from 7th to 4th in the best local youth department with 117 points. Things are just increasing. So with all of that in mind and the talks that I've already done, let's get into match day 1, and I think we have a game against Aston Villa to showcase. Yes, match day indeed it is. We have a game against Aston Villa. The team rating so far, they have 866, I have 923. Match model, we're just going with the 3D1 again. We have the other games too. I think, is there any big game this weekend? Wolves are facing Chelsea. Wolves are down there. Brighton, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Brighton, Manchester United. Actually, no other big game. Things are just the way they are. Everything looks okay. We are just going to give Aston Villa their home kit. For us, we are going to wear actually their black kit is okay. Everything looks okay with that one. Nothing much to say about that. And then also pre-match speech, I think this is a huge game. We're actually away, and I think I'm going to use one of my speech points. We can win, and I'm going to do that for the lads and see how they actually perform. The match is loading, everything is ready for us. The Aston Villa tunnel. Just look at this. I love the background of everything in this game. This is a tunnel of the tunnel of Aston Villa, and it's actually showcased here, and everything looks like it's building up towards it. Okay, after looking at that lineup and the sweetness of the way things are, I think it is time we started the game. Saliba with a nice tackle on Oli Watkins. Odegaard sees the run of Bukayo Saka but is intercepted by Rogers. Rogers trying to move forward, finds Watkins. Watkins is a real headache to myself in this squad. Kai Havertz gives it to Martin Odegaard. Thomas Partey out to Bukayo Saka. They have a really strong squad. I think you've just seen it from the lineups there. The ball looking for Rogers. Rogers, it is intercepted. The goal backs all the way. Havertz, Martinelli going through. Martinelli driving, he is intercepted. Unfortunately, the ball comes to Bailey. Leon Bailey is alone. He has support. Shot saved by David Raya. Whew! We have survived that one. We have survived that attack, and now Bukayo Saka brings it forward for us. Saka's shot, but it is saved by Emi Martinez. And now here we have Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz tries to shoot, although he sliced through the ball. I don't know why he decided to slice through the ball. It should have just gone for an instep shot. I think it would have had a much more chance of getting on target, but Martinelli has the ball. Martinelli is causing problems for these guys. Unfortunately, their center back is dealing well with the situation. Zinchenko with the massive poor tackle on Leon Bailey. Is he going to get an early yellow card? No, thank God we survived that one. But now here come Aston Villa on a counter attack again. The cross from Leon Bailey was actually not worth it. Thomas Partey with the ball gives it to Martin Odegaard. They are coming back again and again. And Morgan Rogers. Here we have Bukayo Saka with all the space to run in behind. Bukayo Saka is that guy just shoved his butt towards him. David Raya comes all the way out to collect that one, and he does quite well. Martinelli, he's denied the ball again. Oh my God, how are we going to deal with these people if they continue doing this? They continue cutting off our balls and our passes. And here we have Martinelli on the ball again. What will he try to do? We have support in the middle. Why is he trying to move forward alone? Here we have Martinelli again. Martinelli sees Zinchenko. Zinchenko made a beautiful run but just couldn't do anything with the ball. Leon Bailey now just running, ramps up his chances, gives it to Oli Watkins, who is tackled in the box, and Jurriën Timber receives a yellow card for that. That's definitely a penalty. That has to be a penalty. Ah, yes, that's a penalty. Oli Watkins will take it, and Aston Villa have the lead against us in this match. I actually didn't see this coming. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Okay, the start of the replay after the match. I think there is something I need to do about all of this. Commitment is quite low, guys. I think you should commit a bit high and look for that ball forward. As here comes Zinchenko, crosses it, but it just floats all the way to the back post. Ian Madsen will take it and throw in the ball, and I think halftime fastly approaching. These guys are really getting on the edge of us. Playmaker, I think I set it to Martin Odegaard. Passing direction is quite like all. Defensive line is quite high. Just the way I want it. It's helping us. It was just that one mistake from Julian Timber that really let us down in that initial one. Individual orders, everything about everyone I think is okay. And then the roots. Now I think the roots is where I think Declan Rice should get up a little bit more. Then Thomas Partey should be holding. Saliba, I'm going to switch him with Gabriel. Yeah, I need to switch Saliba and Gabriel so that and Timber, so that Timber is the one to get up a little more and Saliba to be the holding one, because I think Saliba's composure is better than Timber's, and that's why we actually received a poor yellow card for that one. And then Martinelli, I think he will be coming in and trying to operate from this position while the others move into the box. And then because of that one, I'm going to change the crossing frequency, the crossing position, to be from quite deep. That's what I'm going to change. I think with those changes, I think we are okay, aren't we? Ooh, that was a great goal from Kai Havertz. Just was looking at it a little bit and I wondered, like, wow, how did he manage to do that? Kai Havertz shoves off, and that's a second goal of the season for him. Scored similar to the one he scored initially in the first game. Well, that was a beautiful goal. Oli Watkins, though, is inside here again. He's intercepted. I don't know how he managed to get all that space himself and didn't score, but Kai Havertz, oh my word, that was nice from Kai Havertz. I stopped commentating there for a bit because I thought there was going to be no action, but Kai Havertz just does that. Caught me off guard, and now that was it is 1-1 for us. Gabriel Martinelli looking for Havertz again. It is intercepted. Oli Watkins ball forward to Leon Bailey. It is denied. Martinelli again. The passes are now just stringing themselves, unfortunately, as here comes Oli Watkins again, but the pressure from Julian Timber was nice. What is it from Saliba? Yeah, Saliba is now the man marking Watkins. Nice ball out to Kai Havertz. It is denied for him, and Julian Timber receives a second yellow card. Now what did he do? Wow. Okay. This is quite interesting. This has just gone from bad to worse, right? Yes, this is not what I actually wanted. Okay, so for me to do that, I'll have to sacrifice one of my midfielders, and that will have to be. I don't need to sacrifice anyone. I'm going to bring Partey back to center back, but because of the way fatigue levels are actually increasing, I'm going to replace Zinchenko with Calafiori. A little bit of composure into the side. I'm going to move Rice to be more of centrally placed, and then we're going to do that. Martinelli and Saka will drop off a little bit. We are playing like a 4-1-3-1 formation, and then obviously I'll have to edit the tactics. I'll have to actually do that. I'll have to edit the routes, but actually drive more forward. Rice, the box is your goal, and all of that. Martinelli, that is your aim, and you will come back a lot. Saka, you will come back a lot, but that is also your aim. Havertz will be there and will also come back a lot. Saliba, now I expect you to hold it a little bit. Partey also to hold it. Then my defensive line, I have to drop off. I'll have to drop off my defensive line, and I'll have to stop playing offside trap and start playing counter attacks. That's the only logical thing to do with this, all of these things. So yeah, let's see how things will be. And then now we have it again. We are trying our best. Gabriel Jesus is not doing everything well. I think I have instruction for him to hold the ball. Why is he trying to do things quite unimpressively? Jesus' ball intercepted. The ball flies all the way out to Morgan Rogers, but it is actually going to be let's see how things will be for the rest of the game. 2 minutes to go. I'm bringing him on quite late, man. Ben White tries to slide tackle, the ball is lofted all the way to the other side, and Oneri will come in to play his last few minutes of the game for us. At least he has a debut. Yeah, he has a Premier League debut with us in this game, even if it is for 1 minute. That's how we operate. I'll take a 1-1 draw from this match. Trust me, I will take a 1-1 draw from this game. But it is a throwing to Aston Villa again. They are going to start it. It's going to end 1-1, the final score, and I am pleased considering we had a red card. 1-1 is something I will take. I will definitely take it. Things have been difficult for us. Julian Timber receiving a second yellow card was actually not what we wanted, but Kai Havertz saved us a point at Villa Park. At Villa Park is not somewhere easy to go and actually get a point or even a win or even a goal. So we have seen that in the past few seasons with Arsenal, and I think game-wise it has also reflected the same. 1-1 the final score. We're going to take it. The star man was David Raya for us. The star man for them was Kostan Nikcevic. But who was the man of the match? David Raya takes the man of the match. 7 shots, 4 on target. He saved a couple of them. Didn't quite save the Oli Watkins penalty, but displayed a really good composure for him. Results elsewhere: Brighton have beaten Manchester United by 2-1. Crystal Palace have drawn against West Ham. Leicester have drawn. Manchester City have beaten Ipswich. Southampton have been beaten by beaten Nottingham Forest. Tottenham have drawn against Everton. We drew. Bournemouth drew, beat Newcastle. Chelsea beat Wolves. Liverpool beat Brentford. So top of the table we have City, Liverpool, then us. Only City and Liverpool have won both of their matches. Quite interesting how things are. The next game is Brighton. Let us go and get ready. Brighton coming to the Emirates have given them their yellow kit, and I just want to tell them to get out there and keep it simple. Things are about to get tough. It's nice to listen to the intro music, so I'm gonna switch that up and we are going to listen to that intro music as the lineups are being showcased. Then I just judge about the lineups after the intro music has played. It's actually quite beautiful to hear that sound. It's a really nice sound. Okay, so lineups showcased. They have a strong lineup with them. The likes of Julio and Ciso are in the side, even though he is transfer listed. João Pedro gives it out to Solimash. Solimash trying to mash his way up, but there is a early free kick. What is up with the frequency of tackling of these wingers of mine? Even Calafiori already has a yellow card. I think I'm going to have to change that a little bit about these players, because Calafiori, I don't know why our wingers are tackling a lot. The ball is back and it is actually saved in the initial attempt. There is a free kick, corner kick. If I'm not calm enough, I think I'm going to receive a yellow card and I'll have to drop my defensive line because of that. And there is a second tackle. There is another tackle again. Martin Odegaard with that one. What's up with these people? You know what? I'm actually starting to feel a little bit under the weather from these guys. Commitment. I want their commitment to be high, but not their tackling. Why are they actually doing that? Okay, things are getting spicy in this game, and there is another yellow card that is shown, and it's actually to a Brighton player, Fifa, and now we have a free kick from a certain position. He tried to break down Bukayo Saka. That's a really poor tackle from him, and we have a free kick. Martin Odegaard will try to loft this one into the box. It was almost on goal, but Jack still just saved them from that one. Leandro Trossard, there is another tackle from Brighton again. Is that another yellow card? Solimash? No, he doesn't get a yellow card. Declan Rice with the ball finds Kai Havertz, but that was not to be for us. This first half has been really quiet, really quiet. No real action in the game, and there are tackles that are actually happening that are not worth it, as I can see from the likes of the game. 1 minute added to the 45 minutes. Is there time for any further action? Actually, there isn't, as now their ball goes forward again. Trossard moving with the ball forward. This whistle has not yet been blown. Now it is blown. Calafiori, Odegaard, and Fifa have yellow cards each. Brighton have had 2 shots, 1 on target. We have had no shots. I know you can do better. Let's use another point. I don't want to draw this match. I don't want to draw 2 matches in a row against Aston Villa and Brighton. Rice to Saka, intercepted. Declan Rice to Trossard. That was a poor tackle. That was a really poor tackle. A yellow card, another yellow card for Joe Veltman. That will stand on that, as Newcastle are busy battering Tottenham. Chelsea are beating Crystal Palace. Odegaard will stand over this free kick, loft it in, looking for Bukayo Saka. It is intercepted, but now João Pedro has the chance to run. He is still running. Declan Rice, that was a nice tackle, and he receives a. Why did Declan Rice receive a yellow card for that tackle? It was a clean tackle. That was a really, really clean tackle. Look at that. I hate this game now. I'm starting to hate it already. As here we go again. Trossard trying to find his way up. Trossard has been given all the pace. Leandro Trossard with a solo run and a really beautiful goal to give Arsenal the lead. That was a really, really beautiful goal from him. Just ran all the way. The Brighton players were going around trying to mark the other players, but he just ran down and he chips it over the keeper, hits the crossbar, and dives straight into the box. And now I think I am going to change a little bit of things. Rice on a yellow card. Is there anyone who can come in? Pate Jorginho is the only option I have in the 50th minute. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And now João Pedro, because João Pedro is causing us a lot of problems, and we know how Rice just dives into tackles most of the time. Bukayo Saka tried to be tackled by Enciso. Saka's shot, oof, that was a nice save. That's the long shot straight that we have. Free kick, corner kick from Bukayo Saka on the other side of the field. And why is Saka taking corners from this side? I think Rice should be the one taking corners from this side. Saliba tries to shoot from the edge of the box. Imagine Saliba scores that. Just imagine. But here they come again. Solimash, poor cross, Trossard, Odegaard, Saka. Oof, does well past one, does well past two. Bukayo Saka going. Bukayo Saka's shot saved by Steele. Enciso's ball intercepted by Saliba. Lamptey, João Pedro had a chance to make it 1-1 and he just couldn't find the back of the net. We are hanging by a string line, as I can see, because the way we are playing is actually not well enough. Kai Havertz, he is tackled and he is injured. Wow. This is a very early injury for us, and I actually don't like it. Odegaard is very fatigued. I think Nwaneri has a role to play in this game, and also does Sterling have a role to play? I think not now, but maybe with time, because Saka is actually playing quite well. Enciso with a yellow card, and that was a poor tackle on Kai Havertz. It actually needs a red card. His stats were high. It deserves a red card. The ball will go all the way to Estupinan trying to find João Pedro. That was poor. And then now we have the ball again. Saka gives it to Nwaneri, trying to look for Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus tries to roulette all the players in the box. Does well initially, but it was saved. Trossard tackled, and now another yellow card for Brighton. Who is it this time? Solimash. That is our third yellow card for Brighton. That was a poor tackle on Trossard. Really poor tackle, and I think I'm going to give Sterling a chance in this game. And I don't know why the camera has shifted. Why has the camera all of a sudden just shifted to that? I don't care, but they have scored a goal. What has just happened? The camera shifts and then Brighton equalize. Oh my word, this is painful to watch. In the last minute of the game, they earn themselves a point. Sterling gives it to Trossard. Can we do anything? Trossard is tackled. It is a free kick, thank God. Is there anything that can come out of this? 1-1 in the 93rd minute. What happened to our defense? Trossard tackled by Tyrell Lamptey, and will this free kick bear any fruit, man? Can we do anything from it? Crossed into the box, Mikel Merino. It is saved by Jack Steele. It won't stand, and full time will come. We have drawn 1-1 against Brighton in the last minute. I knew we were winning this game. What just happened in the dying minutes of the game? I never expected that to happen. This has just been unfortunate for us. Jason Steele has been man of the match because of all the saves he has made. And that's not nice. Drawing 1-1 against Brighton was not what I expected. The board satisfaction has dropped. The board is satisfied with the season to date, but it has dropped from 14 to 12. They are not happy. Yeah. Okay, the UEFA Champions League phase has been drawn, and my opponents have been announced. I am going to face Atalanta, Slovan Bratislava, PSG, Leipzig, Real Madrid, Girona, PSV, and Monaco. I think it's just the same draw that we had this season, except for Bratislava and Real Madrid. I think those ones were actually replaced by Inter Milan, and which other team was it that we faced? Apart that is not in the list. Shakhtar. Yeah, Shakhtar is the one that replaces Roman Bratislava. So I know our players. I know how things will be. But currently now with that draw, the league table leaves us sitting in seventh. A massive drop of 1 win, 2 draws, 5 points, and actually on top of the table are Everton. Everton have won twice, drawn one. They are currently on 7 points. Aston Villa are there. Tottenham are there. Liverpool are there. Chelsea are there. Manchester United have 4 points, also actually are also in that regards. And now with that draw, we have the games driven into the timetable. After the Tottenham and Manchester City matches, we have Atalanta in our first matchup of the Champions League. Leicester, Southampton, Slovan Bratislava comes some days later. They have the FA Cup. The game load has just become massive, hasn't it? It has really become massive. It's not what we expected, but things will need to be how they need to be, because they can't do anything about that one. And then now Anthony has taken the August Footballer Player of the Month with 52.3% of the votes. Kulusevski is there, Ariola is there. Well, I wish we were also in that list, but Kulusevski having the player of the match up there is actually quite scary, considering we are facing them in the next one day. So it's not easy for me, it's not easy for us. So let's see how things will be. Actually, we're not even traveling far, only 1 kilometer north, I think. Yeah, 1 kilometer north. We are both in North London. We are both in the same season place. The North London derby is actually being showcased today. As you can see, it has just improved. Tottenham against Hotspur. There's a spark of lightning in between that. A very fierce rivalry this is said to be. And Jorginho is injured. He got injured during training. I'm going to bring on Miles Lewis Kelly onto the bench for that one, and then we see if the new formation will actually give us an edge of our opponent in the next game. We have not had it. We have not had that edge. We have not had that positioning so far against our rivals, and I think we need to do so. Let me just tell them I want them to get stuck in. I want them to know who is boss. That's what we have today. And also we have the Tottenham background here, but unfortunately it's the Champions League one. I don't know why it's the Champions League one. We'll see how things will be. Stuff changes, stuff is okay, and I think this time around we have a win in our hands against Tottenham Hotspur.
Every point is vital in this championship race. These three are not here today. All that matters to these players is the moment they spend the week working towards.
Okay, the changes, the introduction has been done. The game starts. Things are about to get spicy. I think the speeds have changed back to 1 times. 1 times feels a bit too slow for us. I'm going to change it back to 2 times the speed. As Tottenham are building from the back, they are playing a little bit of a composure game. Calafiori to Solanke. Solanke is through, and they have the lead in the 4th minute. What has just happened to our defense? What has actually happened? Look at what Saliba is doing. What has happened to our defense so far? We have just fallen off. After that 3-0 win on the first match day of the season, everything has just gone off against us. As here comes Son again. The ball, at least this time round, it is intercepted. Havertz has no idea of where to take the ball. Saliba this time round tackles it well. The ball goes all the way to Saka, who is almost denied. He tries to find Havertz and doesn't. Solanke is in again. Dominic Solanke is in again. It's 2-0. Wow. What do we have here? I think we have just been. I think our defensive line coming into this game, I messed it up completely. I have messed up this game for us completely, and yeah, we are not playing the offside trap. We can't. The build-up play and passing. Let's just try long passes. As Bukayo Saka pulls one back for us in the 16th minute. There is hope. there is hope. I'm doing the tactic changes, but Saka just drives into the box, shoves over the other player, and it is 1-2-1. There's a little bit of hope. Yeah, let's see how things will be. 2-1 it is, and now Odegaard has the ball. That goes on. Solanke still driving. Solanke almost scores a third. He almost scores a hat trick in the first 20 minutes. That would have been painful for me to watch. That would have been really painful. This episode is tough, has been tough, and is actually continuing to be tough. The ball goes forward, Bukayo Saka with it. Saka drives, Saka still driving. Bukayo Saka, thank God we have a player like him in the squad. Vats unfortunately couldn't do anything with the ball, but they have Solanke. Well, I have Saka, as here comes Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli's shot goes all the way to Vicario. Nothing much happens in place of that on Solanke. When Solanke has the ball, I feel really bad, and it is 3. What is up with our defense? What's not happening? Just look at the space Saliba affords him. He just shoots from the edge of the box, and it is 3-1 in the 43rd minute. Man, what has just happened in this game? And now 3-1 heading into halftime. Not the score I wanted, but oh my word, this is just painful. This is pure pain, isn't it? I think the board will actually just hate me now. Martinelli, the ball is just shoved from off his foot. Where has my defense gone to? Kulusevski driving, finds Dominic Solanke. That was almost a 4th goal for him. He already has a hat trick. I'm playing a low line. Why is everyone just up there? I can't believe it. We are actually losing this game this badly. We are losing this game very badly. Well, made a few halftime changes. I hope there is something. I hope there's still something in this game for us, because the way things are, I don't actually think there is. Kulusevski, ball goes back to Rice. Trossard now has it, looking for Havertz, doesn't find him. Solanke finds Heung-min Son. The ball is well intercepted this time round. Odegaard, Havertz is tackled by Pedro Porro, and we'll have a free kick from that position. 20 minutes to go. It is still 3-1. At least in this second half we have kept them quiet. We are the ones attacking more, but we still need goals. Trossard drives to the byline, crosses. No one was there. There was no one to get into action for that one. Reguilon gets in, and immediately with the throw-in, they bring on Richarlison for Solanke. Solanke has played his part. He has scored the goals. Now he just needs to leave Partey to Odegaard. It is cleared. Ball goes back to Partey, looking for Odegaard, who was offside, but now we still have it. Timber, Havertz runs all the way. Kai Havertz hits the crossbar. Why the games hate me? The ball still goes back in, and there is still nothing. 10 minutes to go. Son with the ball. It is clipped from his legs. Saka looking for Havertz. Goes past one. Kai Havertz still going. Is tackled, but it was a good tackle inside the box. Trossard with the ball now. Gives it to Havertz. Havertz shot saved again. And again. Vicario is dying for the team today. Cross in. Just goes all the way back to Vicario's arm. Our corners are poor. Calafiori gives it to Trossard, gives it to Declan Rice, doesn't do anything with the ball, and now Kulusevski has a chance for them to launch a counter attack. Here comes Dejan Kulusevski, gives it to Richarlison. That was almost 4 minutes of added time. Tottenham 3, Arsenal 1. I think that's going to be it for this game. It's quite nice seeing the stadium from above. I think with that 4 minutes to go, everything that has happened, I think we can just watch the scenes from the stadium the way it has been, just the way it looks. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in all its glory just looks wonderful. Solanke just dealt the blow for us in this whole game. He ended our reign as he takes man of the match. Well deserved. Results elsewhere: Manchester United have beaten Southampton. We have dropped to 11th in the table. After 4 match days, we are 11th. We have won 1, drawn 2, and lost 1. Aston Villa are top of the table. Tottenham are 2nd. Liverpool are 3rd. Manchester United are 4th. Well, I think there is work to do for us in the next episode. The next few episodes have a lot of work for us to do. We have not done it well. There are manager rumors all around. but I think I'm going to stick to all of this. And now the board is disappointed. It's still disappointing. The disappointment continues. So I might not be the manager for much longer. I might actually be out of the job before the end of the season. This is difficult. As next we travel to Manchester for a game against Manchester City. Am I sure I'm still going to be the manager after the Manchester City game? I have to wait and see. That will be the next episode. Thanks so much, guys, for watching this episode. It has been hard on my side. It has been difficult for us. We have been poor, and actually, we have been worse than poor, for if I may say so. 2 draws and 1 loss. We are not doing anything. And now I have seen just from the news that that's around international break, but I'm seeing on the news that Martinelli has a torn lateral ligaments injury. What is that? Is that the ACL injury Havertz's feet? Jorginho has a groin problem, out for 9 days. Is actually really unimpressive. Out of all the big top clubs, we are the worst. We are currently 11th on 5 points after 4 match days. That's actually poor. That's really poor from us, and I think we'll have to do something from that one. Otherwise, apart from that, we have actually had a really poor episode. 3 games drawn, 1 game lost in the last 3 that we have played. 1-1 draw against Aston Villa, 1-1 draw against Brighton, and a 3-1 loss to Tottenham Hotspur. Not great. Not great. I think the next episode has a lot to do. We still have a lot of work. Raya, people are out on international duty. The youth team, they still need a mentor. The team dynamics telling me I need to talk to my players. Okay, so that's what the talks are. How the talks are done. Okay, I'll just do all of those across the screen. See how things will go, and see you guys in the next episode. Peace.